What's up guys, Nolan here, and today we got a big update and general dev discussion with Nikita, the lead dev of Escape from Tarkov, over on the BSG official Twitch channel. Right off the bat, I want to make clear that Nikita was drinking a little bit because it is New Year's, and so that compounded with the usual Nikita-isms that we get and the lost in translation isms that we get, it might make some of this info a little fuzzier than usual, but it's not a problem because I would not mention anything that I don't think is trustworthy. Also, around January 5th, Nikita will be live again with an official stream from the BSG offices where they can clarify and or confirm anything discussed here today. And I will, of course, as always, cover that podcast as well once it does show up. So today, Nikita started off talking about streets as the major priority going into next year. He also mentioned that a helicopter extract will be on streets and it will be coming to other maps as well. Since it seems like we're getting rid of that no-fly zone, those airdrop supply crates are looking a little bit more solid now. Map to map transfer with streets is confirmed. Again, there's going to be streets to labs and also factory to labs. Storyline quests will be coming with streets. Storyline and lore is very important and a passion for Nikita. He has already written all of the lore, he just hasn't implemented it yet. When speaking about next year, Nikita mentioned the lore, advanced weapon mechanics like jamming, malfunctions, and heat, as well as customizable rigs, all being major priorities for next year for sure. Nikita confirmed again that they cannot set a release date until they have finished streets, the story quests, the weapon conditions, and the custom rigs, all due to their difficulty and priority to the entire project. Nikita says that the release is not near, but they must complete everything that we just mentioned there to give a release date. He then went on to talk about the beginning and end locations in Escape from Tarkov. The terminal location will be the last location for the storyline of Escape from Tarkov, aka the campaign. You will start with nothing because the guards are going to take all of your gear, but you can have it be multiplayer where multiple people can complete it at once. He then confirmed again that you will need to complete one map in order to move to the next as part of the campaign on release. He added some extra info here where he said you will start at the center of the city, then move to the outskirts and terminal. That was a bit of extra info that we hadn't had before, so it seems like you might start on streets now for the first location. We'll wait and find out. Nikita also mentioned that some locations will be task locked as well. Once you actually escape from Tarkov, you will still be able to go back and keep playing at the same progress you had before your final mission. Nikita said that you will have something special to signify that you have completed the game, but they haven't decided what that will be just yet. He said that another graphics overhaul will be coming next year. He confirmed complete weapon modification again, from triggers and internals to exact placement of rail attachments. Nikita wanted to make sure to point out that weapon malfunctions will make a significant impact on meta weapon builds, so don't get comfortable. He talked about a new dialogue system with the traders in first person like an old school RPG, at least that's the plan. He confirmed that in-raid traders where they will have their own specific location in the free roam world is absolutely coming. They have the models for all the traders ready, they're just not in game yet. Now I guarantee this is going to come up again in the future, but Nikita went on to clarify some things about the arena. Don't get tied up with drama with this stuff, guys. They haven't confirmed how this stuff is going to work out yet, so let's actually hear the full info and see what they're going to do with it before we make any big judgments here. Nikita said that it will be a separate game altogether where you will need to purchase it separately. So again, the arena will not just be a separate game mode, but it will be a separate game. Immediately, people started asking whether or not EOD will have access to arena immediately, and that seems to be very much in question. The reason for that is that there will be a separate team at BSG working specifically on just arena. It's going to have expanded functionality with significant extra features than the base game while still being connected, including having crazy esports grade networking and tuning that you just can't do in an open world game that Escape from Tarkov will eventually become, including 120 tick rate servers and special tuning for quote unquote esports activities. Nikita mentioned how so many people refer to Escape from Tarkov and compare it to other games where if other games had the movement and mechanics of Escape from Tarkov, it would make it much better, and they want to make that a reality. Arena will also look to invite more mainstream and casual players to the world of Tarkov. Again, as of right now, Nikita believes that it will not be included with EOD, but if it will not be included, it absolutely will be less than the original game, aka 45 USD or wherever that might be be around the world for you guys. A significant discussion popped up with this, of course, where Nikita mentioned later that we will maybe see something change about this and have it become available to EOD, but it depends on the resources required. It all depends on how difficult the task is going to be and how long it takes to develop. I absolutely guarantee that we're going to be hearing about this again, both in the next podcast and just forever until release, so stay tuned more for that. When they moved on, they talked about the concept of 2 different profiles for post-release, one with seasonal wipes and no wipes. I've mentioned this before, but Nikita is just confirming this again. He also mentioned possibly even more profiles so that you can use both PMCs for both accounts. So 1 USEC and Bear for seasonal wipes, as well as 1 USEC and Bear for no wipes, 4 different accounts. When asked about it, Nikita said that yes, they made some guns worse this patch, but it's because there will be newer and better weapons coming soon, including a brand new AK platform, much better than what they have right now. The current weapons still act very realistically, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. It's just a change. Nikita confirmed VOIP again, definitely next year. Please spread the word about this, guys. Way too many people ask about VOIP. It is coming to the game. Nikita mentioned that the next boss coming to Escape from Tarkov will likely be for the factory location, and then a bunch of bosses for streets, one being that RPD boss in the car dealership that I mentioned specifically in that video and have been mentioning for the past couple months. When asked about the UN and other NPC factions, UN patrols and sniper groups will roam streets, and they are going to have specific tasks that they need to complete on their own. Nikita also added some new information where UN patrols will hunt bad karma players. If you don't know what the karma system is, check the description below. It's pretty significant, and yes, it is coming to the game. It's been confirmed, and it will be integrated into tons of new features. Apparently, along with this, Skier can also contract UN soldiers to hunt you as well. This may be based on bad rep with Skier. Raiders are going to hunt cultists, and that's going to be based in lore. Different groups will have different tasks and missions, including hunting players, as in you specifically, not just PMCs. Again, this will be karma based and or reputation based. Nikita mentioned 2 or 3 more NPC groups coming, including Russian regulars, a Russia GRU unit, which will specifically hunt USEC players. Nikita reminded us that USEC are supposed to be the bad guys in the lore here, so that's how that plays into that. He then went on to mention that UN troops will hunt bears somewhat similarly, but not as badly. I'm assuming we're going to hear much more about this once the lore is implemented, but that is true. USEC are supposed to be the quote-unquote bad guys of the game, so they are going to be treated differently in the lore. BSG will continue to remove solid boundaries from maps and move more towards open world and map-to-map travel. Eventually, they move to have everything as one open world single location, but this may end up excluding Streets of Tarkov due to graphical limitations. So again, what might end up happening is that it is open world, but Streets of Tarkov will be excluded from the rest of the world. Nikita went on to mention that we will be able to navigate the minefields in the future as well. Again, the new dev stream around the 5th of January will have more answers for more questions from the BSG offices. Stay tuned for that. Nikita and the team at BSG wish everyone a happy new year and just in general a big FU to 2020. Here's to 2021 being better, which won't be difficult. So again, guys, there were some pretty big updates given here. So if you want more clarity on something, be sure to tune into the next stream where I am sure there will be plenty more questions about this stuff mentioned today. Also, do not forget that the sale and the Twitch drops events are still going. Check the description for more info if you haven't heard yet. My personal day for drops will be on the 2nd of January. I still haven't decided if I'll do a 24-hour stream on that day or not. It will probably be a last-second decision. You'll hear more later. But that is going to do it for today, guys, as well as 2020. I want to wish you all a happy new year, and I'll see you on the other side. If you need more Tarkov news or content in general, then check out these playlists here. If you like this video, then you know the drill. I really appreciate the people who do. Otherwise, I hope you at least learned something, and for the last time this year, I also hope you have a nice day. Happy New Year. See you guys.